We're going to read Job 21. We're going to do Job 21. So give me a minute to get to it. I just want to read it. We're going to study it. Amen. And we're going to do verse by verse. Praise God. Thank you, Jesus. God is so good. It's Friday morning, 4:58 a.m. I'm going to Job chapter 21. Give me a second. Give y'all a chance to get there too. Hallelujah. Job 20, chapter 21. This is not my voice, I promise you. I've been sick. I got a little horse stroke this morning. Amen. Job chapter 21. But Job answered and said, hear diligently my speech, let this be your consolation. Suffer me that I may speak, and after that I have spoken my tongue. Job told them, if you will listen to me carefully first, and you can mock me if you must. As for me, my complaint to man, if it were so, why should not my spirit be troubled? This was Job, being thankful that these so-called friends of his were not his judge. He had not complained to them, because that would not have helped. Verse 5, mark me and be astonished and lay your hand upon your mouth. It is as if Job was telling them to mark his words. They would be astonished if they knew the truth. he knew if they only knew the truth, they would cover their mouths with their hands in shame. Verse 6, even when I remember, I am afraid, and trembling taketh hold of my flesh. Verse 7, wherefore do the wicked live, become old, they are mighty in power. Hard hit the threats that had been leveled at Job by his friends, said that the wicked did not live long, very long. Job was directly contradicting their statement with this one. Verse 8, their seed is established in their sight with them, and their offspring before their eyes. The wicked had as many children as the righteous, and sometimes acquired positions of high office for them. Verse 9, their houses are safe from fear, neither is the rod of God upon them. This also is true of them. I personally believe they had better enjoy their ill-gotten gain while they can, because they will have no joy in heaven. Verse 10, their bull gendered and is not their cow calf is not her calf. There seems to be no barrenness with their animals. This is just saying it rains on the just and on the unjust. Verse 11 and 12. They send forth their little ones like a flock, and their children dance. They take the timbrel of the harp and rejoice at the sound of the organ. This was showing that their children were happy and had a good time, as other children did. Verse 13. They spend their days in wealth and want to go down to the grave. Job was comparing this terrible disease that he had to those who were evil. Verse 14. Therefore they say unto God, depart from us, for we desire not the knowledge of thy ways. They felt they had no need for God. They did not want to be restricted for the faith they did by God's moral law. Verse 15. What is the Almighty that we should serve him? And what profit should we have if we pray unto him? Job said, this is what the evil person would say if you were trying to get them to follow God. They wanted to know that what they would get out of God. They would say, well, this for me. Verse 16, though their good is not in their hand, the counsel of the wicked is far from me. How oft is the candle of the wicked put out? And how often cometh their destruction upon them? God distributes sorrows in his anguish and his anger. Job had decided that the wicked seemed to not be under attack, that he was under. He was asking the question, how often are the wicked attacked? Verse 18, they are as stubble before the wind and as chaff as the storm carries away. No man can stand against the wrath of God. He could blow them over as if they were no more than stubble. Verse 19, God lays up his iniquity for his children. He will reward him, and he shall know it. His friends had said that God's wrath was not the children of evil, not was on the children of the evil man. Verse 20, his eyes shall see his destruction, and he shall drink of the wrath of the Almighty. Job was saying that the wicked man would learn more from his punishment from God if God punished him while he could see it himself. 21, for what pleasure hath he in his house after him, when the number of his months is cut off from his. Job was speaking from first hand knowledge. There had been no pleasure in his house since this attack from Satan began. Shall any teach God knowledge, seeing he judges those that are home? Job was speaking to himself here. He knew that all of this that he was saying to God would not change God at all. One dies in his full strength, again holy at ease and quiet. His breasts are full of milk, and his bones are moistened with marrow. Job had noticed that some people die and did not appear to be really sick. Every person dies on this earth, and another dies in the bitterness of this earth. Never eats with pleasure. They shall lie down alike in the dust, and the worm shall cover them. Behold, I know your thoughts, and the devices which you wrongfully imagine against me. For you say, where is the house of affairs? Where are the dwelling places of wisdom? They were judging Job guilty of sin because of the persecution that had come upon him. Have ye not asked them that go by the road? And do ye not know the tokens that the wicked is reserved to the day of destruction? There shall be brought forth the day of wrath. Job must remind his friends that there is a day of judgment, and all men stand before God to be judged. Who shall declare his way to his face? And who shall repay him what he hath done? Job was saying that there would be no one brave enough to go to the powerful wicked man on this earth and accuse him to his face. Yet shall he be brought to the grave and shall remain in the tomb. The clouds of the valley shall be sweet unto him, and every man shall walk after him, as there are innumerable before him. Job had suffered so long that he had begun to think of death of his life as something to look forward to. How then comfort ye me on that seeing in your answers there remain falsehood? All of these friends had not really comforted Job. They had been a discomfort to him instead. He thought he could depend on them for their sympathy and their understanding. They had given neither. They had not even believed in his innocence, even though they had known him a long time. The very people he thought he could depend on for moral support had turned on him, accused him falsely.